All right, here we go. Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut for the week of October 9th.
Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut.
Okay, people, stand by. 30 seconds to upload.
Mic test, please.
So we'll get started.
It's hot.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Stand by to roll theme. Mark the slate.
This is Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut.
Roll up the theme music. And we are online. Cue standard open.
This is Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with the Jonas Brothers.
So when you guys are recording, are you each taking a turn, or are you doing it all together?
It really depends on what kind of like the scenario is. There could be, like Nick's vocal, of course, I'm not going to sing with him, but, we're playing guitars, we're all in the same room together, and, drums, all that stuff. But, when we have a lot of, we call them gang vocals on our records. Like, they're, we like to make, I'll call them a party track. And, it's like, hey! And we're all, yelling haze together, so.
Do you guys try to mess with each other when you're all together?
Oh, yeah.
Singing? Yeah, totally.
Judd always tries to make us laugh, so all of a sudden you'll just hear a random laugh in the middle of the background.
You will
of the track.
hear so many outtakes on the... Well, I mean, not on the album, but I mean, we should do that. We should have, an outtakes album.
Yeah.
Your outtakes album, there's one time where Joseph just messed up the lyrics so bad that he just went off for, 10 minutes, and it was... I was rolling on the ground laughing so hard that I could not stop for, an hour. It was a beautiful thing.
Well, I know when we talk to you guys, you make us laugh, so I can't even imagine, what you do to each other.
Oh.
It's crazy.
It's pretty good. You can just I can just shoot Nick a look.
Huh? Oh, yeah, no, I'll be in the recording booth and Joe looks at me, and I just, in the middle of a song, I'll just start cracking up, and I can't stop because, it's just too funny, and the producer's like, Nick, come on, we gotta focus. And then he looks at Joe, and he's like, all right, I give that one to you. You can laugh, because that was so funny.
But we have a really great time in the studio, and we absolutely love to make music.
Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with the Jonas Brothers.
Does your dad or mom join you guys when you are recording?
Yeah, both really, but Dad is there a lot. Because he's such a musical dude, but this album really was just us. We spent a lot of time. They were working so hard, our management with Phil, my dad, and they were working really hard in the other room, making things happen.
While we were making music.
Yeah, making music happen. So it was really cool though, because it was really our album, our baby. We worked really hard.
Now, do you have more than the ones that are on here? Was it tough to choose which ones you wanted to put on the CD?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so hard.
We actually recorded 15 songs, not including Kids of the Future and Year 3000.
I think we wrote about 25 for the record.
Yeah, so we had another 10 songs that we loved that were all in the running, but we only recorded 15. Mm-hmm. So once we recorded the 15, we had to decide, and it was killing us because we couldn't decide.
All of them.
We liked all of them, and
we're so happy with
the selections
what the songs
we made.
Came together and stuff.
Yeah. Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with the Jonas Brothers.
When you guys are out there performing, what song gets the crowd really pumped up?
Actually, I think the song that really gets the crowd, there are a couple. There is SOS, which really gets them going. And then there's Just Friends, which is a great crowd song because it's you can clap through the whole time and jump around and all that.
But the minute we hear that ding 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 ding,
yeah.
It's
Year
it's
2000
on.
is
It's
always a fun one.
They go. Everyone's hands immediately just shoot up in the air.
Let's go to the year 9000!
They all jump in their little time machines. It's crazy. We sell a little time machine.
It's so funny. We kind of tease them. We'll play all of our songs up until Kids of the Future and Year 3000. And then we walk off stage after we play our songs.
Oh, way to give it away, Nick.
Well, they know we do it anyway. So we walk off, and then we come back on, and because they're both about, traveling in time, we go, we couldn't... Wait, what do we say?
No, you go, we couldn't leave you guys without giving you something good to leave with. I'm going to leave you with something special this time.
What? I say something about going into the future.
No, you go,
we couldn't leave without taking you into the future or something.
No, you go, we can leave without taking you somewhere awesome. And we're going to take you somewhere totally in the future. And I totally need some big
I say, how many kids of the future do we have?
How many kids of the future do we have in the house? And how many people would like to go to the future? Probably the year 3000 or something. Not the year 2099, but the year 3000.
Yeah,
2,999, sorry.
2099.
Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut with the Jonas Brothers.
Well, when you look out in the crowd when you're performing, what kind of funny posters do you see? Do they make you a lot of posters?
Yeah.
They do. I think some of the funniest ones are like, throw me a pick, like our guitar picks. And it's like, I'll be playing with my guitar pick, and I'm like, yeah, rocking out. And I see that one, and I'm like, all right, when I finish this song, I'll give you all the picks. And usually we're totally out of picks.
All the time.
So I'll like hand one to somebody, and then I'll look back at our guitar player to hand me a pick. He's like, I got no more. You're done. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I have to walk up to the person I gave it to and like get it back, and then give it back to them after the show's over. It's kind of an embarrassing thing, but
That actually happens, Nick?
it happens. It
Wow.
happened all the time on the school tour, and we just played some shows with Jesse McCartney where it happened.
It did happen.
all
I
the
remember
time.
that.
So kind of embarrassing. Hey, here's a pick. Oh wait, can I have it back? Yes, sorry.
Well, at least you give it back at the end. That's nice.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wraps Radio Disney Now podcast, uncut. Roll theme.
Theme up.
Cue announcer.
This has been Radio Disney Now podcast uncut with the Jonas Brothers.
Stand by for promo slate. Cue.
For more uncut, click on podcast at radiodisney.com.
Announce tune in. Cue.
For more of your music your way, check out Radio Disney on the air. Click on My Station at radiodisney.com.
Okay, people, we're out in 10. Final pass.
Radio Disney Now podcast uncut when you need to know it all.
Out in 5.
Keep announcer mic up. Kill mains.
Giving you your music your way from your artist. Radio Disney Now podcast uncut.